Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. We have a late start today. It's already about 6:30 in the evening and we're about to go out. If you remember when I went to Cambridge a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that I met up with the guys who run Autism Peterborough, and they mentioned to me there that they were running an event in Peterborough today at a place called Activity World, which is a big soft play area thing that we took the kids to like 3 years ago. It's the only time we ever went. They didn't really enjoy it, but that was mainly because the girls were a little bit too old for it, and Andy just found it very, very overwhelming because there were so many people there. But Autism Peterborough booked it out this evening. They've done a private booking to do a meet-up for local autism families. So we're going to take Andy along. It's quite a late one for him. Runs from 8:15 through to 10:15 tonight. I don't think we're going to keep him there all the way through to 10:15, but we'll take him along, see how he gets on. Hopefully he'll have some fun in the soft play, ball pits, wall climbing, go-karts action that they've got going on there, and it can be the first of hopefully many trips like this one as Autism Peterborough start to set up more stuff locally. And that's the one thing we've really missed since Anna moved from Nottingham over here to Peterborough with Andy 5 years ago. There's not as much stuff, so if this is the start of stuff, that's a good thing.
Will you take part in my life, my love? That is my dream. Life is but a dream. It's what you make it. Always try to give.
Well, if I do say so myself, I've just done an exceptional job of making a 20-minute journey take 40 minutes. And because Andy's normal bedtime routine starts at 7 o'clock with Burnout Paradise, and then he goes into having his bath and all of that stuff, as soon as he got to 7 o'clock we had to leave the house to show him the routine was different. But we didn't need to be here until 7:45, which is about 4 minutes away. There's people here. We're here on time. Never been here before. I thought we had. We haven't. This is a completely different place. It is time to go to Activity World. Let's go in. Yeah. First thing we've seen when we've walked in is they've got Challenge on the TV. So Andy straight away, watch Challenge. Is it good, Andy? Andy? I've done 3 laps of this thing looking for him so I can film him in there having fun. Can't find him at all, which is a good thing. If I don't get to film him at all and he's just in there having fun for the entire 2 hours, that's something he's never ever done before. So that would be awesome. Is it good?
Good boy. Go on again? No, I'm going to do this. Yeah, look at that. And then, in you go. Look at Andy. Can you lay down on the ball? Go on, lay down on. Have a seat. Yay! Hold on, let me take a picture.
Is that good?
Yep. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good boy. Oh, you coming through? There we go.
Hello.
What is it?
What have you seen?
Ketchup.
Oh, Central TV on Challenge.
Bullseye!
We've seen Bullseyes on the TV. Been here about 15 minutes or so. He's starting to get a little bit bored with it. He's been around, done everything, and probably, I mean, he's already asked to leave once. I think we'll probably try and keep him here for another 10 or 15 minutes. We've told him we'll keep him here until 8:30, then take him to a McDonald's. I suspect it might not be quite that long because he's getting quite edgy about the whole thing. There's a lot of people here. It's very loud, as you can probably hear. Lots going on. I'm not sure how long he's going to continue to put up with it for. You have to push the pedals under there, Andy, look. See the pedals underneath? You have to push the pedals to make it go forward with your foot. Can you reach? There you go. So what have you won in the raffle?
We won some bug magnets.
Okay.
Some yarn animals.
Right.
And a baby magnet.
Very nice.
So, no, not magnet, rattle.
Rattle, yeah. The light here
That
is
looks cool.
absolutely amazing. Andy's just let himself into the toddler area.
Come inside, look. Come here. Watch. Mummy's hand. Is that fun? Insert the coins. I didn't bring any coins today, I'm afraid. I'm not getting on there with you. Get on the middle bit.
No.
If you get in the middle bit, you come up.
No.
Do you want the downside?
I think he's done in here. Officially, this is the toddler area, but I think the main area is just too loud and too busy for him, so he's found a little safe haven in the toddler area, which officially we're not supposed to be in, and I have to be in here with him. But it's much quieter and he can just kind of get on with it by himself in here, which for a first time here is much more what he's after. What's this one in here, Andy?
Not working.
Is it not working?
Oh, no.
No, I don't think it's working. I've convinced him to go into the main part one more time. Fingers crossed he stays in there as long as he did the first time. He was in there a good 10 minutes the first time he went in. Now he's not so keen.
Now look, come on there, come on there, come on there. Ready, look, come on there. Ready, come on there.
I assumed that was going to be him set for the evening when he found the bells, but he's disappeared again. I can only go so far into there before I can't fit through the gaps anymore.
It's just, he's reading it.
He's reading the subtitles off a bullseye.
What do you like to do? Come on, come on, come on.
This is exactly what I'd be watching at home, isn't it? Because he's been watching this all day.
Yeah, but now he's showing me you can watch it in silence.
If anything, he's enjoying it more reading the subtitles than he does when the sound is on. Interesting.
Yeah, we'll fail in the
Well, it's hit 8:30. He now wants to leave. Made a deal with him. He has one more go on the slide, so he's back in the main thing again. I'm going to go and try and find him, but it's so hard to work out where he is or even where the slide is. I just know there's one in there. Is that 8:30 on the dot? Wow. He's made it through 45 minutes, which is more than I was expecting him to. It is, I mean, 8:30 is his normal story finish, lights off, go to sleep time. So for him to still be up and wandering around, albeit with his shoes on and trying to get towards the door, is massive. It's been a great event, loads of fun. Definitely we want to be coming along and doing stuff like this again in the future, because he's only ever been to places like this a handful of times in his life and generally hates it because it's just so loud and boisterous. And I know it is loud and boisterous in here anyway, but there's less kids in here than there would be on a Saturday afternoon, and there's a lot more understanding of some of the quirks that he's doing, like he's gone over and insisted on pressing all the buttons on the driving game even when other people are using it, and everyone understands why he's doing that rather than it causing a big row. So massive thumbs up to this event. Big thanks to Autism Peterborough for putting it on, and we will definitely be back for the next one. Andy?
Yeah.
Andy, was that good? Come talk to the camera. Yeah. Come talk to the camera. Was that good?
Yeah.
And you want to come again another day?
Yeah.
Awesome! We nearly fell over each other. Where is the car? I think it's behind here. But he's enjoyed himself. That's awesome. Massive, massive thumbs up. And now, on a beautiful summer's evening, even though it's spring officially still, I think. Anna's nodding, it's still spring. But I'm in shorts and t-shirt at 8:30 at night, and now we're going to try and find a McDonald's that's open at this time on a Sunday night. I'm assuming most of them will be. Can't say I've ever tried to get to McDonald's at this time before though. We've literally been in the car 2 minutes. I could have showed you that whole transition real time. Of course, his shoes and socks are off though, so we've got to wait for him to redress himself before we can go and get him his burger buns. So have you had a good time then?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
You do look pretty tired.
Donut Paradise.
You want some Donut Paradise?
After McDonald's.
Surely not.
For 10 minutes again.
Yeah.
But
He hasn't played it for 2 days.
Yeah.
He didn't try any dinner today though.
Showtime.
He went out, Kevin.
They weren't the terms and conditions.
Showtime.
Well, I already said yes, 10 minutes.
Well, you need to remember the terms and conditions, young lady.
He had a Malteser.
Do you want some pop?
What? Oh, you popped.
And then bed.
And then bed. No bath tonight.
Go back for on Monday.
It's got dark while we were in there. I don't think we were in there that long.
Well done.
Andy's reminding me as well that he did record a Through Andy's Eyes video in there as well, so expect a Through Andy's Eyes video out later today. He does like a McDonald's one. I am trying to convince him to do some more varied content. Andy, where are you going? What are you doing? There's some muck on the window that was frustrating him all the way here, and he's just run around and just wiped it off. He's very hyper. I think we've now kept him up too late, and just being generally hyper is kicking in now. So perhaps it's not the worst idea in the world that he goes home and does his normal bedtime routine, albeit hours later than normal.
We're in the vlog now.
And we are home. It's 9:30, and he is going to have his little go and burn out just to get him ready for bed. It is the end of the vlog, Andy. We are saying goodbye to everybody. But before we do, once Andy's gone to bed, me and Anna are going to be recording the first episode of our new podcast, our Autism family podcast thing that doesn't have a name. We're pretty comfortable. We know what our early topics are going to be, thanks to the feedback we got from you guys last week. What we do need though is some help with what the name of the new podcast could be. So let us know down in the comments what you think we should name our new podcast about autism, and if there's a good one that comes in, we might end up using it, who knows. But if you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us, subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs, and thank you very much for watching.